Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm here to talk a little evolution with you, a little origin of the world, type stuff, and so we're just gonna get right into it because I'm gonna try and make this short as possible. What I'm speaking about today is why evolution is a religion, and what I just said may kind of irritate or make mad any evolutionist that's watching, but just hang with me. I'm going to explain why I believe that and why that is. So I feel free. I'm hopefully going to do multiple blogs about different origin of the world type issues. And big philosophical questions that we all kind of ponder every now and again, and just make this an open forum for anybody to ask questions, comment, disagree, bring forth new evidence, anything that you want me to speak about or talk about, or that you just want to bring to the table. Email me. I'll leave my email up here. Comment, whatever. Okay. But yeah, so it's just going to be an open forum. And as far as comments go, the only thing that I ask is don't leave a comment that says, "What an effing douche," blah blah blah. I can't believe, blah blah blah. What an idiot. I mean, I see those all the time on these type of things, and that's say something more intelligent than that. Bring something to the table, man. We're just talking here. There's an open discussion. So, anyways, jumping right into it. Evolution is a religion. Boom. That's the title off. Let's start with this. There are two worldviews. Number one, there is the worldview that is called the creationist worldview. That somebody created the world, God, a supernatural being, divine intervention, whatever you want to call it. Number two is that the world created itself, i.e. the Big Bang Theory, and this is what evolution is based around, is this second worldview. Okay, so you got the humanistic worldview, it's the Big Bang, and you have the creationist worldview. Okay, now the humanistic worldview, evolution, has completely taken over our school system and our whole general society, our whole way of thinking. And this would be fine. It's okay to have different theories, different ideas, different philosophies. All that is fine. That's individualistic thinking, and that obviously should be encouraged, and we all should do that. However, here's my issue. Evolution is taught as a fact, and it is a far cry from a fact. Okay, evolution is a religion. I'm going to explain. So we have religion, we have science. All right, these two clash and are somewhat thought of as mutually exclusive. I would disagree with that, but maybe we'll get into that later. But anyways, let's focus on the scientific part of it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys my definition of what science is. Okay, this is kind of the definition that I go by. If you have a different one, that's fine. I think most people would agree with mine, that science is a systematical attainment of knowledge that derives from observation, from study, from tests, from demonstration. So science is revolved and involving things that we can test, observe, demonstrate. Okay, evolution is said to be science, and it's absolutely not a science. People believe in it, I understand, but that doesn't make it true. That doesn't make it science. Even if everybody, all the scholars, all the intellectuals, all the professors, anybody who's anybody believed in the theory of evolution, that is not how you establish truth. Okay? Majority does not establish truth. Majority can be dead wrong. We see this throughout history. Example, the world being flat. For hundreds of years, people thought the world, if you just sailed off, you just sail right off the end and fall off the end of the earth. Okay? For hundreds of years, it was taught that a big rock would fall faster than a small rock. That's obviously not the case, thanks to a nice little experiment done on the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And for hundreds of years, it was taught that if you were ill, it meant that you had bad blood, and you just needed to have some of your blood drained, and you would become better. That's obviously not the case, and that's actually how George Washington died. Fun little trivia for you. So, anyways, we're going to dive into why evolution is a religion. But first off, so I have an earth science textbook here that I'm going to read a couple quotes out of that's going to kind of jumpstart this. So first quote: Earth has changed since its formation 4.5 billion years ago. Okay. Again, that's put forward as just straight fact, straight statement. They don't speak anything in this entire book about a different view. So what they're doing is they're not educating; they are indoctrinating. Okay, and what they're going to do is they're going to follow it up with their evidence and all these different things of why the Earth is 4.5 billion years old. Okay, so that's fine. Let's leave that. But here's where it really gets juicy. So bottom of the page, same page, it says, over this time, life has evolved. Okay, this is where the confusion all comes in. This is where the problem originates, is this word evolved. The word evolved is a very, very tricky word because it has 6 definitions, okay? And well, we're just going to go through those. So evolved or evolution is dealing with this. Number 1, cosmic evolution, the origin of time, space, and matter, i.e. the Big Bang. Number 2, chemical evolution. Allegedly, depending on what theories you read, the Big Bang produced hydrogen, but also some people think that it would produce helium as well, and that's fine. We'll give them both, hydrogen and helium. So Big Bang produces hydrogen and helium. How do we get the other 104, 105 elements? Did uranium evolve from helium? That's not part of science. We've never been able to test that or demonstrate it or observe it. The counter argument to that is fusion. And fine counter argument, but it is not really effective to fuse past iron. And even if that were so, you still have a chicken and the egg problem. You got to have stars to make the elements and the elements to make the stars. So which came first? Number 3, we have stellar evolution, the origin of stars. Okay, no one has ever seen a star form. There aren't even any accredited theories right now as to how a star could form. Okay, it's absolutely baffling to science at this point in time. Okay, we see stars blow up all the time. It's called a nova or supernova, pending the size, but we never see a star form. Number 4, organic evolution, the origin of life getting started from non-living material. So how can non-living material produce living material, or how can non-living material evolve into living material? Nobody has a clue how that's possible. Number 5, macroevolution. This is where an animal changes to a different kind of animal. Nobody's ever seen this. Nobody's seen a cat produce a non-cat. Okay, you may have a big cat, a small cat, red, black, polka dotted, whatever the variation may be. It's still a cat. Okay, and the tiger, the leopard, the lion, they all probably had the same common ancestor, and it was a cat. All right? So those are the first 5. We got cosmic, chemical, stellar, organic, macro. These are not part of science. Never been observed, can't test them, demonstrate them. Now we bring us to number 6. Number 6 is microevolution. Changes within the kind. This happens, okay? You can have a long-legged animal, a short-haired, orange, green, blue, big nose, stout nose, whatever, like I said, whatever the variations may be. This happens. We see it absolutely all over the place. There's a ton of different examples of microevolution that we could come up with. Number 6, microevolution is the only one that has been observed. It is the only one that is part of science. Okay? The first 5 are purely religious. All right? People may believe that they happened, but that doesn't make it fact, and it doesn't make it part of science. All right? Evolutionists, the books, the professors, whoever, they will give what their tactic is they give and I don't know if they're confused or if they honestly think that they're true. They probably honestly think that they're true, but what they do is they give examples of number 6 of microevolution. And like I said, there's no argument against that. We all can see it. Creationists, evolutionists, microevolution happens. Okay, but the problem is that they give examples of number 6 and they imply that it is evidence or proof for the other 5, and it absolutely is not. Okay, so evolution is a religion. You have to believe in a number of things and take some very large leaps of faith in order to believe that that the world formed itself, or believe in the Big Bang Theory, or that side of the origin of the universe and the world. So the conclusion of all this, so what? The reason that I'm doing this is I want to make anyone who believes in evolution aware that they are part of a religion, and not let them be confused by thinking that they're following modern science, because that's not the case, all right? And number two, and more importantly, I want people to get educated about what they believe, okay? Not indoctrinated. Education is seeing all evidence, being informed on all different views, and making your own personal opinion of what worldview you believe in. Indoctrination is somebody just telling you what it is, and that's what we get in the schools right now is indoctrination. Not bashing evolution, but that's exactly what's going on, okay? There's no two ways about it. And I want everybody to be able to decide, pursue, and defend their worldview. Okay, you believe in one of these two worldviews, okay? The creationist worldview or the humanist worldview. And if you don't believe in either one of those views, then I'm sorry, but I just view that as incredibly selfish. You're going to tell me that you lived an entire life here on planet Earth, and not at one point did you question where you came from, or why you're here, or your purpose. Really? Okay, so believe in one of those two. I very much encourage you to pursue either one of these and make a choice. It doesn't matter to me, on a level anyways, it doesn't matter to me whether you're an evolutionist or I mean whether you're a humanist or whether you're a creationist, but understand that you're believing in something, all right? And be informed about what you're believing in. Do you believe that the world created itself, or do you believe that it was created?